Thanks for coming to Pitch Day for 100K. I love pitch days because it's always a great day to pitch. Today, we're hearing from activity8. Greg's going to tell us about that. We average about 15 or 20 companies for every one that gets selected to pitch. So congratulations, guys, on making it through the grind, and can't wait to hear about all three companies. Before we get started, just a couple of things for those who are new to our program. Startup NV is Nevada's statewide nonprofit startup accelerator and incubator. We operate five programs for entrepreneurs or founders for for-profit investment funds and syndicates. Our nonprofit is supported by government grants and corporate sponsors in the short term, and over the long term by the accelerator companies pledging a small amount of their stock, and our investors who give back 5% of the profits from investing to the nonprofit. So we run Pitch Day for 100K every other Wednesday, where companies come to pitch for the Q&A that happens right after their pitch, and for entry into our accelerator program, which comes with an investment from Fund NV, our pre-seed fund, added to by our investor syndicate for an average of about $124,000 per investment, plus a matching amount from Nevada's SSBCI program. So all told, that means you'll get at least $100,000, hopefully more if you do make it into the accelerator. We've made 17 direct investments since 2021, ranging anywhere from 50K on the low end up to $1.8 million on the high end. Now I got to say some legal stuff so we don't get in trouble. The founders who are pitching today for investment are pitching to our SEC-approved venture capital fund and our accredited investor syndicate. The pitches today are directed to our investors. We do invite the whole community to attend for educational purposes, kind of like watching Shark Tank. The educational component is critical to our development mission in economic development mission in Nevada. So once again, the pitches today are not a general solicitation for investment. For information about all these accredited investor programs and what all that means, please visit our site at startupnv.org. End of legal stuff. Our nonprofit work here in the community would not be possible without financial help from the grants I talked about from the city of Las Vegas, Clark County, the Nevada Governor's Office of Economic Development, or GOED, as we like to call them, and the EDA, and our corporate sponsors, Bailey and KPMG. Thank you very much for your support. Our Incubate Vegas program finale is wrapping up this Saturday, May 6th. That starts at noon, with the participants in that program getting to make presentations starting at noon. It'll go as long as we have presentations to review. And our Angel NV investor group selected our winners, our investments for 2023, two companies, Ataract and SurgiStream. We've raised $340,000 to invest in those two companies. And that amount's growing a little bit day by day as more people find out about it and say, hey, can I still get in? The answer to that is yes, you can get in. Just send us an email. So you can send an email to me, jeff@startupnv.org or ray@startupnv.org, and we'll figure out a way to get you onboarded as long as you do it this week. And that's all the announcements for today. So let's get ready to begin. So Greg, why don't you start sharing your slides? Greg, take it away whenever you're ready.
It is time to activate yourself. I am Gregory Love, and this is my story. A company which promotes having fun and living a fun lifestyle. We empower everyday people to make money by sharing their real-world experience in person with others. Now, I grew up in South Africa, somewhat close to actually where Elon Musk grew up, so I apologize for also being weird. But similar to Elon, I fell in love with computers at a young age and have had a vision to revolutionize the future. Now, unlike Elon, I also fell in love with learning and doing fun activities and sharing these experiences with others. Everything from simply playing piano or guitar, all the way to winning national championships in formation skydiving. And more recently, mountain biking trails from Orange County all the way to Alaska, while living out of a van and building activity8, and testing and getting feedback from people along the way. So the problem of getting or giving in-person coaching is it's complicated and messy and even expensive. For the student, it's a quality and credibility gamble. You just don't know what you're going to get. And then there's no set price or payment protection. It's generally by the hour and in cash. And there's no community aspect. It's just you and the teacher. Now, for the teacher, It's a massive effort marketing oneself and a liability. And then a continuous job of communication and coordinating. And then generally a reservations and payments failure. So we created a frictionless app to make it worthwhile and easy for everyday people to get or give in-person coaching. Being a student becomes easy because all the information is in one place and there's no stress about payment. You pay up front with a money-back guarantee and you become part of a community of students and teachers. Now for the teacher, it's an instant business and planning and coordinating becomes simple, with reservations and payments being part of the process. So looking at a live product example from the teacher's perspective, you simply create and share your next micro event. For example, tomorrow at 6 p.m., I'm cooking veggie quiche. Come and learn how and take a portion to go. Set your price, hit share, and start taking reservations. Then students can explore nearby events, thus finding and supporting their local communities. Now, because the activities are created by the members, we have an ecosystem with culture. And what I mean by this is, if you're living in Alaska, you may be learning to go dog sledding with someone nearby. But if you're in California, you're more likely cooking veggie quiche. Now, because wellness is one of our core values, and by supporting our customers to do and learn the activities they're actually interested in, staying healthy becomes fun for them and generates repeat business for us. Okay, so let's say you find this cooking class, or the teacher sends you the link. You simply hit join and payment goes frictionlessly through the app, similar to Uber. Then you go and have fun and hopefully learn something. And afterwards, there's a mini review where the teacher gets paid. Okay, so our market size is $42 billion and trending up at over 8%. And we've chosen to be conservative with these numbers and limit our serviceable area just to the United States at $16 billion. We'll generate no less than $23 million of that in 2027, which is less than 5% of the market, from the over 700 million personal trainers, sports coaches, art and music teachers, and health coaches. Using a simple yet effective business model by taking 10% commission on every transaction, with an average lesson as cheap as $50, we'll generate no less than $23 million in 2027, using our frictionless technology similar to Uber, with as little as 53 engagements per hour, compared to their over 700,000 engagements per hour in 2021. And we're taking the market from the ground up with a proven grassroots approach by sponsoring passionate athletes as ambassadors to inspire people onto our platform. We also empower our members with a refer and earn program, which is already built into the app. And we're organizing competitions and giveaways with our partners, which will include activity locations like climbing gyms, bowling clubs, basically anywhere you can do an activity. And of course, partnering with gear manufacturers and online stores. Now, community is one of our core values in our key go-to-market strategy. We'll be sponsoring thousands of local micro events through the app and also cultivating students at colleges with competitions and giveaways through the app. Now, IP consists of 3 timeless classifications: information, language, and behavior. By seeing the world through activities, we get information on people's core drives and desires with greater fidelity on their personality traits. Then through natural language and first mover advantage, we are able to corner the market with keywords like micro events and download yourself into the real world. And lastly, by adding value to people's current behaviors, we're able to dominate the market. For example, tomorrow I'm going to work out transforms into tomorrow we're going to work out and I'm coaching you. So our competition is either focused on online digital services like Upwork, Fiverr, and Wizant, which generally results in offshore cheap labor, or boring services like TaskRabbit, Handy, and Thumbtack. I mean, who's excited about paying a handyman to come over and hang up some picture frames? Now, Airbnb experiences, they do have a much richer in-person experience like us, but they focused on non-local tourist services. Now, our most overwhelming advantages are unique services, like learning to go dog sledding in Alaska. And we're also 50% cheaper than all the competitors. Now, the biggest risk is the risk of doing nothing. So we mitigate risk in 3 main categories: safety, by doing identity verification, and also have an auto emergency alert feature built into the app. We mitigate liability with comprehensive terms, conditions, and waivers, with the overall goal of prevention by informing our members of the risks. Then we mitigate misuse of anything illegal by community policing and our team. We don't promote any undesirable content. So considering we've bootstrapped ourselves and self-funded thus far, we're extremely proud to have some minor revenue and see our member base growing every day with version 3 live on app stores. So our projections are based on steady growth with increasing revenue as cost per micro event drastically decreases as our member base grows. And we'll meet these revenues simply by executing our go-to-market strategy with backstops of advertising and options to launch internationally. So we are raising a seed round of $1 million for 10% as an early investor opportunity to take us to market via SAFE. And this donut on the right is my personal promise to you of our core value, non-wastefulness. We'll spend 53% on go-to-market and sales, but the majority of that injected directly into the local communities through micro events through the app, increasing our revenue and our market share. Now, our team consists of athletes, engineers, educators, and community leaders. I'm the owner of a successful software company and an ex-professional athlete. Kat has over 15 years experience in the education ecosystem. Aaron's been involved in multiple startups, including acquisition, and Rochelle has over a decade of experience in community businesses. So being a moonshot company, our aim is to at least 5x our investors and go public when it makes most sense. Pluralsight and Instructure are great examples of education and skills companies getting acquired for well over 5x. And then Course and Udemy going public in 2021 at over 10x. And of course, Airbnb and Uber paving the way for the future of gig economy apps. So to summarize, we're a technology company revolutionizing the in-person learning experience, a moonshot opportunity in an emerging market, and tech founders using first principles already live on version 3. Seeking investors for a seed round of 1 million to take us to market. So it's time to activity8 yourself. Ready, play, earn.
Thanks, Greg. Really appreciate your comments and feedback on my comments. So thanks for coming out today, and thanks to you, Greg. And just a couple of notes before we wrap up. Investors, if you're curious about startup investing, we have 4 different opportunities for accredited investors. Fund NV2, a $2 million accelerator fund that is the follow-up to Fund NV1, which is still finishing up our investments through the rest of 2023. Angel NV, which is our annual conference fund, 1864, our $10 million seed fund, and our syndicate, which does deal-by-deal investing. So check out the investor page at startupnv.org to find out more. And you can, if you're interested, you can sign up there or fill out an interest form, and we'll have a conversation about it. And thanks again. We're going to see you right back here, taking a little break for the next couple of weeks. June 14th is our next date. You'll hear from 2 more Nevada startups, and we'll share a big announcement about something we've been working on to make our startup community even stronger. So that's your intrigue to come back on June 14th and see the next pitch day. Until then, please take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else too.